And how's it going, guys? Lucian. Today I'm going to bring you another NHL 16 shootout commentary where I will be talking a bit about how I think the Danish national team did during this IIHF World Cup that they have just finished yesterday with a placement in the quarterfinals. So, but just before I get to talking, let's just try and go in and find a match. Only 13 guys in shootouts. Hopefully I can find a guy. But yeah, so the Danes, as I said, went on to the quarterfinals as I hoped. As I said in a previous video, was one of the things that I hoped for this year, or at least a 9th or 10th placement overall. I think we are going to place 8th overall, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so I am just happy to find out that, or to see that the Danes did get to the quarterfinals as I hoped they would. So yeah, oh yeah, I love that this guy is also picking a national team. Or Norway, that could have been fun. But yeah, so following this team during this and up against Finland, perfect. So this Danish team has just been a delight to follow during this year's World Cup, with 4 wins and 3 losses in the preliminary round. That is a tough word to say for me. It was two regular wins, 2 overtime wins, 2 regular losses and 1 overtime loss. So I couldn't be happy about that. Winning over Norway and Latvia, Kazakhstan is just something that is to be expected. I'm going into this from the wrong angle. Let's go backhand. There we go. And yeah, so I will just talk a bit more about Denmark when we are finished with this shootout, so that I can concentrate. Nicely done, Berger. Even though he's not on the team this year. Yeah, I knew you were going to the forehand, going in like that. Just nicely butterfly over to the right side. I should maybe have changed up this. Okay, I'm gonna go the Gordie Howe like that. Did I go backwards? I lost the puck. Okay, Mikael Granlund. There we go. Yeah, this guy is kind of easy to predict where he's going to go. Okay, let's see. Frans Nielsen. Okay, we're gonna go with the backhand. So go in, fake shot, go in, backhander. There it is. I love doing that move with Frans Nielsen. It almost looks like like the real thing when he does his Danish backhand of justice. Okay, resume game. Don't think this guy likes to watch the replays, and that is just fine. Flying poke. Oh, I missed the poke check and he missed the net. Oh, so close with the flying poke check, but luckily he missed the net. Okay, Lars Eller, what do you want to do? Let's just do like that. Nice and easy. And that is the game. Alright, so with this one done, I can get into talking a bit more about what I thought of the Danish effort. So I already covered the wins and losses that we had. We won one in regular time against Norway, and Kazakhstan had lost to what do you call them, Russia, and Sweden in regular time. We had a shootout loss to Switzerland, and we had 2 shootout wins, one against Latvia and one against the Czech Republic, which was a huge win for Denmark to get that one. And And yeah, so I could not be happy about the results that they had delivered. And of course, we lost 5-1 against Finland in the quarterfinals, but I would call it a valiant loss. We fought heroically. We knew we were up against the superpower in ice hockey, and it Finns with the team that they have this year, they are just filthy, to be honest, and they are actually the team that I have picked to become the world champions this year. So yeah, that should be exciting to see the rest of the tournament, how that unfolds for Finland. So I'm just on Team Suomi this year. So hopefully the fantastic Finns can win it. But yeah, what else I want to? Oh yeah, the players' overall performance. There's not much to put a finger on and be negative about. There is a couple of things like in the first like 4 games, the Danes took a bunch of penalties and too many penalties to in my opinion. And yeah, for example, last error in the first game against Norway, he had 10 penalty minutes, all for high sticking. And there was nothing to say about the penalties. They were clean cut, the penalties, so you can't say anything about that. But 10 penalty minutes for high sticking in a game, that is just too darn many. So, but thankfully the guys rallied together and beat the all those penalties, or stayed away from the penalty box in the later games, and it showed in the gameplay they had. They were so much smoother on the ice, and yeah, it was just a more fun to see hockey that way, and just to quickly point out 2 players that I thought did great during this tournament for Denmark. Is of course number 1 of 32, I should say, Sebastian Dahm, our goaltender. He just stood on his head throughout every single game that he played, and he really kept us out of the fire with some of the big teams like Czech Republic and Latvia. And if we didn't have him, and we might have had to settle with Simon Nielsen or Patrick Galbraith, who didn't play in this tournament, things could have gone way worse, and we could have ended up maybe relegating, which would have been a kind of an upset. Because Denmark are hosting the World Cup in 2 years from now, which I'm looking forward to. Just a little side note there, and the other player that I want to quickly point out is number 17, Niklas Jensen from the Hartford Whalers, or the New York Rangers, however you want it. But that Niklas Jensen, he had a fantastic World Cup this year. He was a bit anonymous last year, but I gotta say this year he just stood out from the team, and of course his shootout move against Latvia was just a thing of beauty. That good old Peter Forsberg one-handed deke, or whatever you might call it, it was just a thing of beauty, right? Oh, sorry. I've been talking constantly for a while, but that dig, as I said, was just a thing of beauty. And there's actually being a bit of talk about if it should go on a stamp like Peter Forsberg did in '94. But I even though it was a great goal, and it was at a great point. He made that dig. I don't think that it is worthy to go on. I don't think it is big enough to go on a stamp, because the reason for the Swedes putting it on one of their stamps back in '94, it was because of it was the the decisive goal. That was what I was looking for. The decisive goal of the Olympic gold medal game, and that's why they put that on the stamp back in '94. And so even though I would love to see that stamp come out here in Denmark, I don't think it's gonna happen. But you never know. Crazier things have been done in the past. So yeah, but I've been rambling on for too long, guys. So I'm gonna end the video right here. So I do hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, a like is also appreciated, as well as a comment down below. And as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.